The preterite tense is used to report finished, completed actions or states of being in the past. So things that are completed. If an action or state of being is completed, even if it's taken a long time, it's going to be expressed with the preterite. So completed actions are the key. So preterite tense allows us to begin to start using the past and speak about things in the past. There's another tense, a simple tense that's used in the past tense. We'll talk about that as well. Here we're going to focus a lot on the formation of the preterite tense and how we conjugate. The normal AR verb conjugation in the yo form, we remove the AR and add an E. In the to form, we remove the AR and add an aste. In the usted, el, ella, anything singular form, we remove the ending AR and add an O with an accent. In the nosotros form, we add amos, just like in the present tense. And in the ellos form, we add aron. You can see the ER, IR conjugations. We remove those ERs or IRs respectively and add iste, yo, imos, ieron. So this is the conjugation pattern. Take a moment, pause the recording, and definitely memorize this. Here's a chance to see some very regular verbs in action, both AR, ER, and IR verbs. Take a minute, study these, and consider what they mean. So hablé would be I spoke. Hablaste would be tú hablaste, you spoke. Usted habló, él habló, he spoke, you formal spoke. So this is talking about in the past, right? I ate, I lived, you lived, he lived. Ver is a little irregular because it does not add any of the accent marks. So notice in the yo form and the usted form, first person singular, third person singular, no accents are added. Other than that, it's a pretty normal verb. Verbs that end in car, gar, and sard are what we call spelling changers, but just in the yo form. We change it a little bit in the yo form to maintain these hard C, G, and Z sounds. So car verbs in the yo form are going to change to busqué, the C to QU. Gar verbs, the G is going to change to GU, pagué, but after that it's normal. Pagaste, pagó, pagamos, pagaron. ZAR verbs, like empezar, is going to change from a Z to a C, and also, once again, just in the yo form. Okay, so we make these spelling changes once again to maintain the original hard C, G, and Z sounds. Verbs that end in EER typically would form a diphthong with some of these endings and create some problems for us. So we've created a little intervention to break up that diphthong. Creí, of course, and well, leí even, is normal in the yo form. Take out the ER, add the accented I. But in the to form, if we don't add this accented I, we just add the ISTE like we would another verb, we wouldn't have creíste, which is what we want. We would have creíste, because the E and the I would combine to form an A sound. So creíste. But we don't want creíste, we want creíste. We want that iste at the end, so we add an accent and it breaks up this diphthong, forming two syllables. Right? So creíste is what we need. So here and here, nosotros form, and the to form, we add this accented I. Otherwise, it's normal, except for here, the I, we take off the ER and add an IO like normal, but that I is between two vowels, so it shifts into a Y. Same thing with the third person plural form. Okay. Here, this is actually normal, leí, but the I, accented I, comes out again in the nosotros and the to forms, and then the Y comes out here. So any verb that ends in a double ER is going to add these accented I's and have this Y phenomenon. So a couple irregulars to take note of. Dar looks like this. Diste, dio, dimos, dieron. Hacer, hice, hiciste, hizo, hicimos, hicieron. Ir and ser, two verbs that mean very different things. To be and to go look exactly the same in the preterite. The only way to tell them apart is based on your context. If you're in a context in which ser would be used, you have to know that fui would be I am. If you're in a context where ir would be used, you'd have to know that fui would mean I went. So ser would be I was, and then ir would be I went, right? So very irregular. Fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fueron.